Everybody, welcome back. We have a very, very special guest, a man who is known as a professional racing car driver, former rally car driver, and all-round great guy, Jon Williams. It's lekker to touch base with you, Jon. First of all, when really we begin, what a special time you've had recently in the all-new 911 Dakar edition up in the middle of no man's land.
Listen, the guys were laughing because I was like a young boy. Like I had happy feet on the set. I'm like, oh my gosh, when I get my hands on these cars. And I literally, I've had to pinch myself that I've gotten this opportunity to drive these cars. You know, as a young boy, the Rothman's Dakar winning car, I had that poster on my wall. You know, that was something I aspired to, you know, one day hopefully rally internationally and drive these cars. But to actually get the chance to drive the original winning Dakar winning car was just unbelievable.
Now, obviously, you had to keep quiet for a long period of time, up until now, basically, knowing in the back of your mind that you've experienced it, that you've done it. I mean, you must have been excited to just tell somebody, like to tell everybody, you won't believe what I've just done.
I think that was the hardest thing. I think it's been 3 or 4 months of just keeping quiet, not saying anything, and to get this opportunity, I must say, I was very fortunate that a guy named Uwe that drives for Porsche has done for many, many years, you know. To get that phone call is almost like getting a phone call from Rassie to get called up for the Springboks, you know. And then the pressure, obviously, to perform, because at that level, you know, they've only got one of these cars that they've been in. The original car, I mean, 20 million
priceless
euro car. That's the actual car from the museum. So you can't, you know, stuff that up. So yeah, and then, you know, the Germans, they're quite tough initially on set. And, you know, until you actually drive, then they start to trust you and realize, okay, this guy can do the job. But up until that point, you know, you're sweating and you're thinking, geez, can I do this? Don't stuff it up. And so yeah, I mean, it was an amazing experience. I mean, again, to drive the new version in that terrain was unreal.
Yes.
I mean, the feedback that we got from the car in those conditions was like at a 911 GT3 RS. You know, it's the same kind of feel. You know, so from that point of view, and then also you can imagine you're sitting in this car, Alcantara leather, roll cage, carbon fiber, and you're driving up dunes and over like rough terrain. I was like, what the hell? I had to keep saying to myself, you know, is this really happening?
Exactly.
I mean, 50 mil, I think, ground clearance.
Jeez, it's nothing.
It was unbelievable. I had no problem. I mean, I think it does 0 to 100 in under 4 seconds. Proper spec tires for the terrain. All I could think about is imagine, like, you know, in the Cape here on these beautiful wineland farms, a winemaker, a wine farm owner cruising through those gravel roads. Imagine rocking up and sideways into the parking and, you know, jumping out, and here's the farmer with his Volkswagen scooter on there.
On the 911 Dakar.
Exactly, I think it's awesome.
And Porsche make a great product. I mean, their product is, it's all about the experience, the driving experience. And we've got a beautiful car behind us over here, and we were talking about the capabilities of this car behind us. It's a massive, daunting SUV, but the performance that Porsche put into their vehicles, whether it's a 911 Dakar or a Street Cayenne GTS, I mean, it's proper kit.
Yeah, I mean, I think like these things are awesome. I mean, you can put the whole family in. You can enjoy going on a Sunday cruise, but you can also go on a nice run and enjoy the twisty roads, because the feel you get back from Porsches is just unreal. You know, obviously at our level that we drive, it's all about the feel. So you just sit, and I mean, in any of these cars, it's just such an awesome experience for a driver, you know. So to drive this new 911 Dakar, you would think, oh, it's this beautiful, you know, it's meant for the streets and for the track and everything. But I tell you what, that same feeling you get when driving these cars on the road, I got on the dirt. It turned in, it gave such good feedback on through the steering wheel, through the, you know, your backside, you know. I was like in my element, you know. You could just control it so nicely. So it's not just for show. This thing can do what it needs to properly off-road, you know.
Listen, you've been behind the wheel of many a great car. What is any future projects that you're allowed? I know a lot of the stuff you're not allowed to talk about because there's secret stuff happening behind the scenes. Anything in the pipeline?
Look, I think we're quite fortunate enough in Cape Town that these guys love coming to Cape Town for many reasons, whether it's the wine, the food, the settings, you know. So there are a lot of projects that are coming out over the next couple of months. You know, I'm fortunate enough that I did a good enough job that I'm hoping, you know, I'll get invited back, you know. I was very fortunate enough to be chosen to drive. I mean, they've got drivers from all over the world. The fact that I got this opportunity was really special, and something, like I say, a bucket list tick for me. It's something I'll never forget, you know. It was just unbelievable experience.
There's some behind the scenes pictures that you can go and check Jon's profile on Instagram. Jon, what's your follow handle?
So it's Jon Williams 07.
Jon Williams 07. Give this legend a follow. Go check out his behind the scenes stuff of that 911 Dakar. Jon, it's always lekker chatting with you, mate. We're looking forward to having more of Jon, because Jon's also a super aficionado when it comes to the world of motor racing, and an often go-to for many of the radio stations around the country for his knowledge in the motorsport field. So Jon, we're going to pick your brain, more of your brain, for Car Magazine. Thanks for spending some time with us today talking about your experience with that all-new 911 Dakar.
Listen, it's been great, to finally be on the show with you guys and with Car Magazine. So thanks very much, and yeah, we'll definitely be in touch.
Give the man a follow and watch the space for more details with this legend coming up soon.